Today is November 7th, which means it's day 2 of Donald Trump's Revenge and Retribution tour. And here's an unearthed video of Jesse Waters forecasting the dark days to come. And on the other side, I'll have today's breaking news that shows a Trump lawyer going off on a juvenile, misogynistic diatribe against one of the first targets to appear in Donald Trump's crosshairs.
If Trump wins after he pardons himself, welcome to the Revenge tour. Oh, he'll be out for blood. You think he's going to let bygones be bygones? He's going to put his men at justice, and the Clintons, Obamas, the Pelosi's, the Schiffs, and yeah, of course, the Bidens. Everyone will be legally assaulted. Their family members, their foundations, their businesses. Everything's fair game after this. Trump won't care about re-election because he's only serving one term. Oh, you better believe it's open season.
And open season it is. You're about to meet Trump lawyer Mike Davis, and in this clip, you'll understand why he's in Trump's inner circle. He's a younger man, but has the same bitter old man emotion and misogynistic vibe.
Listen here, sweetheart. We're not messing around this time, and we will put your fat ass in prison.
In just a minute, I'm going to play the full self-incriminating meltdown clip. But first, some context. Letitia James is the New York Attorney General who began investigating Donald Trump for fraud in 2019, and she won a nearly $500 million judgment that is on appeal. Let's hear her reaction to the Trump win and if it means an end to her ongoing efforts to bring him to justice.
There are also massive civil judgments against him in cases brought by E. Jean Carroll, who he was found to have sexually assaulted, and the case brought by New York State Attorney General Letitia James, who won a $454 million judgment against him. Trump has threatened to go after that case, also on appeal. Today, she joined New York Governor Kathy Hochul to announce she is not backing down.
If possible, we will work with his administration, but we will not compromise our values or our integrity or our principles. We've studied their platforms. We've identified certain possibilities, fact patterns. We've created contingency plans. This is not the time to be fearful, New York, but faithful and steadfast. We are guardians of the law. And we are prepared, my friends, to fight back.
And now for the sexist and very odd revenge threat by Trump's lawyer Mike Davis via his appearance on Benny Johnson's podcast.
Let me just say this to Big Tish James, the New York Attorney General. I dare you to try to continue your lawfare against President Trump in his second term, because listen here, sweetheart, we're not messing around this time. And we will put your fat ass in prison for conspiracy against rights. And I promise you that. So think long and hard before you want to violate President Trump's constitutional rights or any other American's constitutional rights. It's not going to happen again.
We've been warning people on the show, Mike. This isn't the same Trump administration. Stop messing around. Don't rig elections. Don't illegally vote. Don't try the funny business, because we know the team this time and they are not effing around.
So there are two things I'd like to point out about what you just saw. First is the insult that was misogynistic, and that was paired with the word sweetheart, a condescending word from another era, perhaps when America was so-called great. The language felt like it was coming from a toxic teenager who was hopped up on testosterone and Red Bull, not a well-educated lawyer. And second, and sadly, this is what will be the new normal. You can be sure that the petty, vengeful, and unhinged Donald Trump has a hit list, and he will go after everyone who made him look weak or foolish. So yeah, that's going to be a long list. And there will be no shortage of sycophants with law degrees who will step up to be Trump's attack dogs. At this moment in time, it looks like the federal cases against Trump are going away due to presidential immunity, but let's hope the state of New York is successful in making their case stick to put a dent in Trump's ego and fortune, and to show the world that he is not above the law, and to check people like Davis, who in his representation of Trump feels empowered to be like Trump. I'm Dan, thanks for watching, and let's continue to occupy democracy together.